It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Aldi and Williams Brothers Brewing Company, and this is a can of their 6 States. This is a New England White IPA coming in at, where are we, 5.7% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. There's a look at the can. Without further ado, let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. We paid £1.40 for this New England IPA. I've had 1 or 2 New England IPAs from Aldi. I'm not expecting kind of top end New England IPA here. But at the same time, I'm not expecting complete rubbish either. We've got a 2-finger white head. A hazy amber-ish coloured ale. I think it's a little bit too dark straight off the bat. I'm trying not to be overcritical. I'm trying to be as fair as I possibly can with a beer at £1.40. They're trying to keep up with the current trends, Aldi and Williams Brothers. But what they're struggling with is the price point. They're trying to make a style of beer that is very difficult to produce for the amount of money that it's sitting on the shelf for. I just wonder if it's worth putting it on the shelf for a little bit more money and just trialing something that might be 50 pence or a pound cheaper than Tesco, rather than like trying to cut Tesco's price in half. Maybe that might be the order of the day, the better way to go about it. As I'm pouring the beer, more and more of the beer into the glass, it's actually improving. It's looking more like it, slightly. Let's get the aroma on this hazy looking beer then. They're certainly trying with the hops. They certainly are. It's like they're trying their very best with what they have on the table. It almost feels like, if you like, a place. Say 100 people turn up at a wedding or a football match. After the football match, they're trying to feed everybody, and they just slightly haven't got enough money to feed everybody, and they're trying to. It's a bit thin on the ground, you know. Everybody's having half a hot dog, and everybody's having just a couple of chips, you know, rather than the full shebang. And although that is great, somebody's having a little bit of food, and you know, you're still left hungry. You're still left with a grumbling stomach, you know. If I can put it into that, that's my best way of trying to describe what the aroma is in this glass. It's trying to be tropical. It's trying to be. I'm picking up some tangerine, some grapefruit, a little bit of lemon maybe. Let's dive in. Cheers. Oh. Oh. Wow. I think they've used like a pineapple concentrate in the beer. It gives you that like poof, that kind of pineapple tropical hit, but then it becomes really cloyny. Then it becomes really kind of astringent and it's a cloyny, astringent bitterness that, pardon me, keeps coming and coming and coming, not wanting to really go away. Looking at the can as well, I am gonna take issue now with the colour. They've tried to call it a white IPA. It's almost as if Williams Brothers have gone, don't worry, you know, do you know that like politics, where a politician will go, like a news or a story, people like in the media will ask them questions. You know, well, what about this question, Mr. Prime Minister? And he goes, look over there, look in a complete different direction. You know, he didn't answer that question, but he goes, look over there instead, look over there. It's almost as if Williams Brothers, who once had a terrific reputation of brewing beer, have now gone, this is a white IPA. But look over there. Don't look at this. Don't look over there. It's almost like playing politics. It's almost like it's not white. It's clearly not white. It's not clear. This is an amber coloured New England IPA, and New England IPAs really, if you want to get a really good one, are not amber in colour. I don't know. I've mentioned this before. I'm going to mention it again. It's almost as though Williams Brothers are totally prepared to completely ruin a once good reputation by brewing these beers for Aldi, and it's such a. It must be contractual. They must have a contract in place where they've signed up like 5 years. We're going to produce Aldi beer for 5 years. And Aldi have gone, ha! We want New England IPA, we want cherry lagers, you know, we want stout. And Williams Brothers are like, hold on a minute, we can't produce that sort of beer for that sort of price. And then all of a sudden, like, they found themselves almost with their pants pulled down a little bit, Williams Brothers, because they've signed up to this and they're having to produce these beers for Aldi, which it's almost impossible to brew for the money that they're willing to put the beer on the shelf for, or to produce the beer for, or to pay Williams Brothers for. It's like a pineapple concentrate that they've used in the beer rather than a ton of hops. But that's all they can do. That's all they can do. They can't use a bucket load of hops. They can't use a ton of hops because it's impossible to produce at that price point. There's some people who are going to stand in Aldi's corner on this, and they're going to be commenting in the comments box. I know, because I've had a few before. And they're going to comment, they're going to say, hang on a minute, you really need to look at the price point, and, you know, this is not a bad beer for the price, and blah, blah, blah. But it's nowhere near the style. It's nowhere near the style. It's nowhere near trying to be what it's trying to be. It's so far away from what it's trying to be. I mean, look, I haven't even got a taste of beer, and they put white IPA, and look, it's clearly amber. It's clearly amber. I don't think there's an argument. I don't think there's an argument. I think they need to either rip up this contract that they have in place with each other, or they need to go back to the drawing board, or just stop producing this beer altogether, because nobody's winning. Nobody's winning. Aldi are not winning. Williams Brothers are not winning. They're just ruining each other's reputations. Just Aldi are a German company, and you produce pretty decent pilsners and you produce pretty decent Weiss beers. it's not bad. Your Rheinbackers are really not that bad. Go back to what you know maybe. Just keep producing these really good Weiss beers and Pilsners. And don't half-heartedly try and keep up with Tesco in this race for supermarket craft beer. Or if you're gonna insist on trying to win this race or trying to compete with Tesco, you need to come in just 50 pence a can cheaper or 25 pence a can. It's impossible for you to produce the beer that you want to produce for what people expect for the price that you're willing to pay the brewer. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. It's just not very good, this. I don't like the astringency on the beer. It's a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.